All right, welcome back, everybody. So we want to talk today about Realtor.ca, and I had the pleasure of going to the Krebs Town Hall a little while ago, and one of the things that was super interesting there was that we were presented, Korea was there, and they presented all about Realtor.ca, and one of the things that was really interesting about that is that we often forget that even though we have our own websites and even though we're using Matrix, the number one place consumers are looking for listings in Canada is Realtor.ca, and they've done a phenomenal job of increasing the technology, the things they've done with mobile devices, with iPads and iPhones to make it a great experience. And they have many, many stats posted up about how many visitors are there, how many leads are being produced, the consumer experience when they actually create an account. It is amazing, and it's really, really a incredible platform that you guys can use to post up your listings. Obviously, you post up automatically, but to showcase yourself on there as well, because people are looking at it. And I know that many of my leads, which I call sign calls, came off of Realtor.ca. I don't consider those web leads because you post up the listing, it goes up there anyways. But the bottom line is there's many different people who can post up on Realtor.ca, obviously in terms of other realtors. But how do you set yourself apart? We said 6,000 listings in Metro Calgary and 600 listings in Red Deer. What are you doing to set yourself apart? And even beyond that, in the Calgary Real Estate Board right now, there's about 14,000 listings, and in Cara, like 3,000 listings. So just because you have a property up there, why would someone choose to engage with your property versus somebody else's? So we want to take a look at a few tools and a few things you may not have known about Realtor.ca and how you can get some traction from it. So before we get on here, I'm just going to go to Realtor.ca, and lots of your clients will say, oh yeah, that's MLS.ca. Yeah, it's now Realtor.ca. So this is Realtor.ca. What we want to do to start with is we want to talk about profile pages. So Jordan, go ahead and take us to the screen here. Totally lost the screen, so we can't show my screen. We should be back up and running. All right, so here is Realtor.ca, the home page. It's talking again about all the value of introducing daily notifications for clients to set up accounts. And one thing that's interesting is that when a client creates an account on your website or Realtor.ca, when they make an inquiry on a property, which comes in as a lead, triple the conversion rate as normal. So really encouraging people to create accounts is something that Korea is taking very, very seriously because of the results that really speak for themselves. Okay, so I want to take you to a Find a Realtor page here. And so if someone's doing a realtor search for you, then one of the things we're going to do is I'm going to show you Gord Piper because we referenced him last time, and I'm going to show you how this works together. And they can just search your name and Calgary. And in this case, it's going to find Gord Piper. And Gord has actually done a very good job of improving his Realtor.ca profile. So on here, you can see that Gord has his stunning picture, looking good Gord. And he also has his additional information. He's taken the time to put in designations and languages spoken and specialties. If we were to scroll down, though, this is brand new to Realtor.ca. Remember Rank My Agent, which we showed earlier, and all of Gord's great testimonials? He has all these testimonials coming through automatically onto his Realtor.ca profile. So we can click through a lot of these, and they automatically show up. He doesn't have to double post these. So Korea has a relationship with Rank My Agent as well as Real Satisfied, so those are good reasons to use one of those two platforms as well, in addition to encouraging people on Facebook and Google. And do you have to do them all? You don't, but I do recommend you encouraging people to post on a couple different places over time. Don't worry about it all. Don't worry about it all the time. But you can change it up. And I'm going to show you where to actually get this done. So if you go to member.realtor.ca, I know you can't see that, but that's member.realtor.ca. It's going to ask you to log in, and it's going to take you to this page where you can control your listings. We're going to talk about listing statistics. This is a page that some of you may have never been to in your entire real estate career. But you can go to the My Profile page here. And when I click on this, it's going to take me to a place where it tells me a little bit about I can see my profile online. I can see my profile photo. And at the bottom here, I can put in my unique ID from either Rank My Agent or Real Satisfied to link the accounts, which allows it to update automatically for me. So if you have those services and you haven't linked these, I highly suggest that you do that because it's just free exposure. The other thing too is you can view your profile, but you need to go into your Krebs portal. This information pulls from your member profile in Krebs. So I'm just going to go to Krebs here. So this is my Krebs page, which I know all of you have been on. And at the top right-hand side here, it says Profile. This is where that information is pulling from. So in my Krebs profile, you will see that I have my picture, which I can update and change, and that is what pulls through to Realtor.ca. But one thing you might not have actually looked at is this specialties and licenses. And I'm going to try and zoom in on this a lot. Just give it 1 second here. So specialties and licenses pulls up. You can see that I have nothing in here. Now, I don't actively sell, so this isn't as important to me. But I can click on the little pencil here, which allows me to edit. And immediately, I can go through and say, well, what languages do I speak? Well, obviously English. If I spoke French or Hebrew or something else like that, I can put it all in. What designations do I have? Are you a condominium certified, a condominium person? Are you, any other certification and designations you've gotten? Certified condo specialist. Where do you work? Do you do appraisals, farm and ranch, industrial? Do you do some commercial stuff? Even something as simple as just saying residential brokerage. I hit save, and in a few hours, it's going to transfer over to my Realtor.ca profile. So just taking you back to this, you can see that Gord has added certified condo specialist, certified negotiation expert, and this stuff matters when people are trying to find you, especially when they're on your listing. They click to learn more about you. Leads do come in from this. Okay. I also want to show you something on our account here where you go back to your tools portal, and we're going to log into Matrix here. When you are inputting listings, and I did a call out on Facebook the other day for people to send in listings that have videos to them. So on here, I am going to go into input. And I know that you guys, this is tough to see, but this is the same place you go to upload your listings. I'm just going to add a new listing. And this is when you do your listing upload. You can obviously edit an existing one. I'm going to start with a blank listing. And in your listing profile page here, the remarks and links, which is the second tab over, is going to show a bunch of different options here. So the ones that I really want you to pay attention to are the virtual tour, which is right here. So this is where you can post up a video link to a property that has a virtual tour. So this is like a YouTube video or something else that was created by Sona Visual or any other company. 3D image, this would be your 3D tour of the house, either through a 360 tour or from Matterport. The other one that you can use, and I got to give a big shout out to Daniel and Siri who posted this up, but you can also use the additional images link to take somebody to another spot of where a video might be hosted. So this can be your additional images. I also suggest you have it in the virtual tour link, but you can take somebody out of here to be taken to the place on Realtor.ca. And then what happens is Realtor.ca recognizes this and then posts it on your listing. So let me show you what it looks like. I have a whole bunch of thank you to everybody who sent me in links to their listings. We're going to feature a couple here. I don't have time to feature everybody. Oh no, my internet just died. Give me 1 second. But one of the things that's so interesting is that the number one thing that people want to do on listings is have a look at the photos. It is by far the most popular piece. Photos are absolutely everything. And what's really cool about this is that when you actually post up a listing here, so I'm just going to refresh this, you can see that right in the top, before any of the photos come in, we end up getting this video. And as immediately when I play this, you'll see this video. So this is 2134 3rd Avenue, presented by Cheryl Kaptine, and she has a great video done by Sona Visual here. I highly recommend you guys check out this awesome property. I can't do a big promotion for all of them, but you can see it's professional quality. It's not cheesy. So if you want more details about this great West Hillhurst home, contact Cheryl. A little plug for you. I also want to show someone that used the more photos option here. So in this one, Juliana Siri and her great team, they've used the more photo option here. So when we click on this, they've done some great aerial photography. It takes me to Vimeo, which is external. But on this, they got a great acreage posted up here, her and her son Daniel. And you can see the great drone videos that they have here that have posted up, that they have posted up as well. 200 Township Road. So they've done some great stuff. And this is now available for the public to see. I know a lot of people that have listings that they have videos for their listings, but they don't have it posted up. Another one quickly that I'll show you is Melanie Cantius, who has done something a little bit different because she did a 360 tour, and this 360 tour is available when you click on the video link, so the same spot, but we click to explore, and now it takes us on a tour of the house. And obviously I could go full screen here in order to show it properly, but I can take a tour of the house by clicking around and doing move around with obviously the 360 options and move to different areas, and it's a great way for the consumer to go through. And they have the other buttons up here, galleries, details, and other information about the property that only comes up. This is on Bow Crescent, awesome location, that only comes up if you have that done. The last thing I'll show you really quick on this, I know that we are running out of time, is what Matterport looks like. So you can get Matterport through the board. Matterport is a 3D virtual tour software, I guess. It's a special type of camera and things. But this one here is what a Matterport tour looks like. When you post it up, you can explore the 3D space. Loads it up again by Sona Visual. And now you can start in the property, click through. Clients can actually move around it, discover different things. The key with Matterport is make sure you got a nice staged property. At any time, they can move back out, view another part of the property, move in, and it's phenomenal. And then just work their way through on a tour of the house, which is absolutely amazing. So really, really ensure that if you guys do video for your listings, that you are posting it up online in that virtual tour link that we showed you on Matrix. Okay, a couple of really cool things as well to show you really quickly here is on your Realtor.ca profile. So we went to member.realtor.ca. Realtor.ca Insights is a really cool publication or a really cool place where you can get a bunch of important data. Now, this takes you to the Korea link or the Realtor link homepage, but I want to show you Realtor.ca top keyword searches. So I just went to that Insights button. It's taking me to the top keyword searches here, and this is a PDF report that they put out for Q3, and it says, what are consumers searching for on Realtor.ca? So it shows you where they're searching, but this also gives a unique perspective into what is interesting to consumers online. So across Canada overall, the most popular keyword searches, waterfront, bungalow, suite, walkout basements, parking, but they go further than that and they say, well, what did people in Calgary search for? So for those of you that have, that are using conversion, that are doing landing pages, taking out ads, and you're trying to figure out what keywords to put out or what specific properties, if you were to put in and say, you know what, Jordan, can we go back to that for 1 second? Thanks. Walkout basement, right here in Calgary, take up a suite or a landing page for walkout basements and do a search for walkout basements, the best walkout basements in South Calgary, or discounted walkout basements, bungalows, suites, basement suite. People are really interested in this, so find suited properties and do a search for them. Fenced yard. What type of location-specific ads can you take out that feature those areas? Because this is, from the data, what people are searching for. So coming back to realtorlink.ca as well. So you can just go to realtorlink.ca and it takes you to Korea's portal. The last resource that I want to show you is just, and this is not really a realtor.ca thing, but when I do a drop down here under resources and compliance, I understand this is tough to see. I'm just going to click on publications. And this is a phenomenal place to get information. There's some less interesting stuff, the federal advocacy. But on the Realtor resources, you can see a homeowner's guide to energy efficiency, homeowner's guide to radon, a bunch of different information here. Stuff, home buyers roadmap in Chinese. So what a great niche marketing piece in Punjabi, Tagalog, the Filipino. So you can click on these different resources and send them to your clients or reference them in your marketing as great additional value-added pieces of information. The last thing that I want to show you really quickly on this is on your dashboard as well that you'll see here. Now I'm on Ron's account here really quickly here. I asked him to let me show this, but this is the portal that you can go on. So from the home screen, let me just show you where that is. It's from your home screen here. So this is member.realtor.ca. You can go on to listing statistics, and I missed this, so I want to go back. And you can go to view your reports, which you can see that I have no listings. So I'm going to go to the brokerages portal, and you can see we have a ton of listings. So I'm just going to pick a property here, and this will have all your stats for everything. And what's really cool about this is it actually shows all the traffic from different areas. And you can go back 30 days, and you can go back 90 days to see what's happening. Now this listing is brand new, but you can see where the source of your traffic came from. And if you want a phenomenal piece of information to give your clients about how much traffic their website is getting, you'll see exactly the breakdown of it, where people are looking, Realtor.ca, the iPhone Realtor.ca version. And if your listing has been on for a long time and your seller is like, well, what's happening? Well, here, let me give you this information from your listing stats in order to educate you on exactly what we're doing to promote your property and how well our virtual tours are working, or how well our photography, the professional photography is working, and things like that. So using the member.realtor.ca portal, you guys can get a ton of compelling stats to share with your clients. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate that. So a bunch of things, a few things that hopefully you guys didn't know about or you can make better use of and take better advantage of. Big shout out to all the realtors that sent me stuff. I know also that Aman sent me stuff, and Tyler Remington sent me stuff as well. And I just didn't have time to show everybody's. But really take a look at these realtors. They're sort of, I forget what you call it anyways. They're something we should aspire to in terms of making sure that our listings look good online. Making sure your photos are correct. They actually did a big thing about postal codes and location accuracy. It's absolutely critical that your postal codes are correct when you're entering in your listings, so double check that, and a whole bunch of other things. But that's a lot of information, a lot of action items that you guys can do in terms of collecting testimonials, utilizing Realtor.ca better, and that's that. Apologize, we're a bit over time here, but I hope you guys got some good takeaways and some great information. And we will see you guys next week, where we have Brett Murrell coming on to talk about utilizing conversion and how he made, I think, like $30,000 off of it in terms of leads and stuff that he's gotten. So we'll be back with you guys, but we're going to leave you with a great video, and we'll chat with you guys next week.